Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas day 14. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing anything eventful today, so I thought I would do a holiday glam hair and makeup look inspired by Margot Robbie, because I saw one of her pictures for, I think that was the premiere of Mary Queen of Scots in Europe, and I thought it was a really good kind of simple-ish glam look that could also be worn in the daytime. I already did my skincare, I already washed my hair, and you may be wondering why I have a middle part in, and you'll see the reason why in a bit later when I do my hair. But to do my makeup, I'm going to be tying my hair with one of these things, and if you haven't seen one of these hair ties, you should try and get one of them, because they kink your hair the least when you tie it up, so it's really good to have when you're tying your hair up to do your makeup. And another beauty tip, I guess, is for when you're doing your skincare before your makeup, you have to let it sink in completely into your skin, otherwise the makeup is going to be moving around your face really weird because it doesn't have a solid base to cling on to. So a way to make it sink in faster is just pat pat pat. If you saw yesterday's vlog, I got my brows threaded, and the reason why I was insistent on doing it on a Thursday was to get this video filmed. My brows were hideous and there was nothing glam about those brows, so I had to get them done. So this isn't necessarily a primer, it is a sun cream, but it has kind of a tint on it. This is the one from The Ordinary. This is just a good base to have, and also it protects you from the sun even if it's December. Especially when you live somewhere that has a lot of snow in it, the sun tends to reflect on the snow, and that can be very bad for your skin. I really like how this absorbs and it doesn't leave like a weird white cast. Another Ordinary product, The Ordinary Colors Coverage Foundation. I'm going to be using this all over my skin because it has really high coverage and I really like it. And I'm in the shade 2.0 yellow gold. So I'm just gonna shake this. I'm gonna do just one long pump, because in the pictures that Margot had, she didn't have like too much going on with her skin. It was just like a clear, very blurred out, clean base. I feel like she didn't even have much of a contour, but I'm going to do my contour because I don't have a glorious bone structure like Margot Robbie does, and then blend it in with my beauty blender. Don't forget to blend under your jawline as well, so you don't have like a weird line. Alright, now that is all blended in, I am going to go in with my Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer. This little thing. I'm in the shade Beige, number 2. And I'm just going to put that in any other areas that weren't covered by the foundation, which is not a lot because it is high coverage. So I just have a bit of redness on my cheeks and acne scarring on my chin, and the redness on my nose and my girl stash. And then I'm also going to be using another concealer, which is the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, and I am in the shade Classic Beige. I'm going to use that for under my eyes. Then I'm going to blend again with my beauty blender. So for glam looks, I usually like to bake. So we're gonna bake for this look. But first I'm gonna take the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in the shade Mauve Hair, and I'm gonna put that all over my face just to set all of the concealer and foundation that we did. And then to bake, I'm gonna be taking the Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder. I'm gonna pat that so that the powder doesn't go everywhere. Then we use my Beauty Blender, the thin side. I'm gonna take some of the powder. I'm gonna put that under my eyes. Very loosely. And that is just gonna set the concealer, and it's gonna make sure that your under eyes stay really bright throughout the day. And then we're gonna leave that on for a bit. While that is baking, I'm gonna put on some eye primer, and this is just a NYX HD eye primer. And I'm just gonna let that sink in first. I feel like in makeup, you have to have a lot of patience. I'm gonna do my brows first. I actually ran out of my favorite eyebrow pencil, so I'm gonna be using my NYX Love Contours All palette that has these two brow shades. I'm gonna use the darker brown. Every time I get my brows done, it's so much easier to do my brows. In the interview with Margot's makeup artist, they said that Margot's brows weren't really like super thick because they wanted the focus to be on her eye makeup and her lip makeup, because she had a reddish eye look on as well as a red lip. So I'm not gonna go too much on the brows. I'm just gonna make it light and feathery. I am gonna do my eye makeup now. So her makeup artist described it as like a taupe aubergine on the crease as like a transition shade. So I'm first gonna take a taupe shade and then an aubergine shade. So for the taupe shade, I'm using the Sleek makeup palette in A New Day, and I'm taking this color. It doesn't have a name, but I'm just taking this taupey color, taupey matte color, and then I'm gonna put that all over my crease and up to the brow bone, just as a transition shade. Then I am gonna take an aubergine color. It's a purple that leans more towards blue, I guess. So I'm going to use my really dusty Love Contours All palette and take this color. Ooh, I'm gonna take this color. It looks black on screen, but it's actually like an aubergine color. So I'm gonna take that really lightly and just pat it onto my crease right below the transition shade that we used. For our third crease shade, her makeup artist said that he or she, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, not that it matters, used a maroon shade. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop Give It To Me Straight palette, and I'm gonna take the color TMI, which is this shade, and I'm gonna take a smaller crease brush, and I am gonna use that on my crease, like directly on the crease. And this is just going to like blend in with the shimmery red color that we're gonna use later. It's gonna make it have an easier transition from the red onto the taupey aubergine colors. And I'm just gonna take the fluffy blending brush and just blend all of that in. Now, for the main event, we're gonna be using Be Blunt on the ColourPop palette again. This is a really pretty iridescent reddish color. And to make it even more pop, even more, I'm going to be spraying my brush with just a hydrating spray. You can use even just water in a spray bottle for this. But this is going to make sure that the color is a bit more vibrant. Then I'm going to tap that onto my lid. My camera just cut off a bit of that and I'm not sure where it stopped, but I was just applying the iridescent red color. I think I'm pretty happy with how it looks now. I'm pretty sure they used false eyelashes on Margot, but I don't have false eyelashes, plus I don't have the patience to put on false eyelashes. So an easy trick to do if you want a bit more definition with your eye makeup is to take like a dark brown color, which I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna use that to line my lash line. Just tapping it onto the lash line. So I'm pretty sure at this point we're done baking under our eyes, but a good reason to have that as well is to catch any fallout that comes out of your eyeshadow. I'm just gonna sweep that away with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna take a bit of the maroon shade. I'm gonna add a bit of that under my eyes just to balance it all out. And I'm gonna take the aubergine shade from here. Just gonna put that on the outer part of my lower lash line. That's just so it matches the top. I am going to be curling my lashes first, then I'm going to use the Bourjois Push Up Volume Glamour, this mascara. I'm going to do my lower lashes as well. And that's the eyes done. And the last couple of things that I'm going to do are a bit of contouring and then the lips. So, as I mentioned, I don't think Margot had a bunch of contouring on for that particular makeup look. I'm just going to contour my jaw. And with whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to lightly add that on my cheekbones. And I'm going to do a bit of highlight as well. I'm going to take the Bourjois Paris, what is this called? Le Petit Strober highlighter. And this is in Universal Glow. I'm just going to put that. It smells really nice. It smells like baby powder. I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. So the red lipstick that she had on wasn't necessarily like a berry red. Well, it was like a petally red, I guess. So I'm gonna be taking the Maybelline Color Show in Red Diva. The lipstick she had on is a matte, but I will show you guys a trick to make this matte because I'm pretty sure this isn't a matte shade. So there it is with it not being a matte shade. And I think this looks nice, but I feel like it's gonna look better if it was matte. You can take a tissue, or in my case, a piece of toilet paper, and then take your loose powder on a brush, like that, and put the tissue over your lips, and then do that. So now you can see it's a bit more matte. It's not completely matte, but it's close enough. And now I'm gonna do my hair. She had a different hair look for that because it was like a very glam. But I feel like if you want to do that one, you could. But it's a bit more difficult for a regular person to do. So what I'm gonna do is a hair look that I see very often on Margot, which is her beachy waves that she does with the middle part in. So I'm gonna do that in a bit. I'm just gonna put my sweater on now. So I'm not gonna section my hair out, and I'm gonna use some straighteners, and because that's the thing about messy beach waves for hair. Everything doesn't have to be super curled, but yeah, since my makeup look is very well put together and glam, I felt like I should just oppose everything with a messy beachy wave. The main thing that I have to keep in mind is just to have the front bits curled away from my face, so that's the only thing that I do like concretely. Everything else is just a random amalgamation of every single curl that I know how to do. But what I do is I take it up from the top, twist it once, and then pull it down. So you can see there's just a slight wave in my hair. And try to keep the bottom part as straight as possible, because that's gonna make it look a bit more looser. And if you over curl something, you can just run the straighteners through it. And try to alternate between curls. So you can do large sections first and then do smaller pieces just to add a bit more texture to it. So I'm pretty happy with how this side looks, and I am going to do it on the other side and I'll get back to you guys. So I'm pretty satisfied with how this looks. I am just going to run my fingers through it just to make it a bit more beachier, a bit less put together. I'm going to use my Got To Be Volumaniac hairspray to add a lot more volume into it, because I feel like beachy waves should be, sometimes they can wait. Sometimes doing beachy waves can make your head look a bit flat, and especially doing a middle part, you want your hair to be a bit more volumized in the back. This is my Margot Robbie inspired hair and makeup. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.